the first myth. You cannot play as Sonic and Tails at the same time in Sonic Advance. So as you all know, starting with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Tails would follow Sonic around, starting the beginning of a beautiful friendship between the two, but also a very annoying special stage partner. But Tails follows Sonic in the classic Sonic games, so can you do this in Sonic Advance, which was a modern take on the 2D Sonic formula that was released in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance? Well, let's put it to the test. All right, we're in the level select, and there's only 4 characters. You have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. Let's pick Sonic. And as you see, you only play as Sonic in this game. So it looks like there's no option to play as Sonic and Tails, you know, with like Tails following you in Sonic Advance. That myth is confirmed, or is it? So we are in the main menu, and what we're going to do is enter in a cheat code. It goes up, right, down, right, left, right, 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 A. You hear the ring sound, and look at that. You can play as both Sonic and Tails at the same time in Sonic Advance 1. That's actually very cool. He can collect the rings for you. Can he attack the other enemies? Well, he can fly too, which is cool. Let's see if he can attack the enemies. Come on, Tails, hit him. All right, Tails, get him, get him. There we go. Yeah, we were able to kill enemies with him. So it looks like the first myth that you can't play as Sonic and Tails at the same time in Sonic Advance is busted. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, if you rotate the control stick around in a circle during the theme select, you will actually unlock a secret secretary character. All right, here we go. We're in the menus right now, so we have to go to, I think, themes. Menu screen theme. Okay, so rotate this in a circle. Okay, this is dumb. Oh no, bro, what the hell? Who is this? Who is this? What character is this? So the myth that you can get a secret secretary character in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is actually true. What the? Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. Every level in Sonic Advance 2 has a secret Act 4. Sonic Advance 2 is the second entry in the Sonic Advance series, and it's a little bit more mixed than some of the others. So each level in the game has an Act 1, an Act 2, and an Act 3 for bosses. However, did you know that there's actually a secret Act 4 in each zone? Well, according to the Sonic Retro Wiki, each zone in Sonic Advance 2 is designated to 4 acts. The first 2 acts are the regular acts, 3 is the boss attack, and Act 4 goes unused for all zones. All instances of Act 4 for every zone share the same stock layout, which looks exactly like this. So it has the spikes on the top, and then the background is specific to whatever zone that you're playing in. However, the zone is inaccessible, so you would never know this, but if you look into the wiki, you'll find this information, and the myth is actually confirmed. Here's the next myth. In the original Sonic Adventure 2 for the Dreamcast, if you are in Metal Harbor with a second controller plugged in and the second controller presses the Y button, Sonic will actually go into the skateboarding motion. So I actually tried this in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for Steam. In the Steam version, this doesn't work. So I'm using 2 controllers right now. I'm pressing the Y button and nothing is happening. So this one will make it move. This one should give me the skateboard motion. So it actually doesn't work, but apparently this only works for the Dreamcast version. So naturally, I went on YouTube and found a video of this. So this is from, oh, he's dead right there. So this is actually from 11 years ago, but this is the original Dreamcast version. So with a second controller plugged in, if you use the second controller, you will see that Sonic goes into like the skateboarding motion or whatever. And this is 100% real and confirmed. You can't do this in the current version of the game, and you also cannot beat the level by using this apparently. But if you look on the Sonic Retro Wiki, you will also find that this is confirmed and this isn't some BS. So the myth that the second controller can trigger the skateboarding animation for Sonic in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle in Metal Harbor is confirmed. I know that's a lot, but let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. In the Roblox Sonic Speed Simulator, No Play Sonic is the only character that can walk on water. So in the official Sega Roblox Sonic game, there's over 100 skins that you can choose from in the game. We had discovered that the only character that can actually walk on water is the No Play Sonic skin. This actually makes a lot of sense, and it's a really nice callback to the TV show because No Play Sonic can actually run on water in the show. So is No Play Sonic the only skin that can walk on water? Well, we got to put it to the test. So allegedly, this overpowered silver skin can actually do it. Interestingly enough, despite the fact that he's not super silver, he's actually a super rarity skin, which means that he can fly. But let's see what happens when we try to walk on water, and wow, he can walk on water for whatever reason. I don't know why, because if we switch to Super Sonic, who's a super rarity, he actually sinks in the water and cannot float on water. I mean, maybe that's a reference to the games, but you would think that Super Sonic, the actual skin who's super, would be able to do it. Neo Metal Sonic is also a super rarity skin, so let's see if he can float on water, or if it's just exclusive to silver. Silver, which would make him the other only character that's able to float on water. And Neo Metal also does not float. So it looks like for some reason, Silver is the only skin other than No Play Sonic that can float on water, which means the myth is busted. Here's the next myth. There's secret idle animations if you tap Sonic in Sonic Rush Adventure. All right, we got the game playing, but hold on. We got to listen to the soundtrack for a second. All right, here we go. So we're in Sonic Rush Adventure, and since I'm playing on computer, this is going to emulate the touch screen right here, this little mouse thing. So if we touch Sonic, he actually does a little, look at that. If you spam it, I'm clicking on it right now. Look at that. What the hell is he doing? He does a little stretching animation. And Blaze also has an idle animation as well if you tap on her. You also know that this is also in the original Sonic Rush as well. So if you tap on him, he does this little idle animation. Which one do you guys like better, by the way? Looks like the myth is confirmed. The key to this myth is obviously making sure that you're on the bottom of the screen so you can actually touch him, because otherwise you won't be able to do it. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. You cannot walk on water in Sonic R. Sonic R is one of those games you either love or you hate. So if you've ever played this game, you'll know that there's some water in the levels. And you know, if you go into the water, obviously you go inside of it and you can't walk on top of the water. Or can you? If you played this game, you know that there's weather cycles in the game. Sometimes it's daytime, sometimes it's nighttime, sometimes it's raining or it's snowing, whatever the case may be. But if it is snowing, you can actually walk on water. Let's roll the clip. Look at that. If it's snowing, you can actually run on the water. Look at that. We're ice skating right now. That's pretty cool. That's a nice attention to detail. You know, you don't really expect that in some of these older games, these older Sega Saturn games. Looks like the myth that you can't walk on water in the game is actually busted. What a neat little touch. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. You can actually control the R in Sonic R. Ah, yes. You thought I was done talking about Sonic R. Take a wild guess, by the way, what R stands for in Sonic R. So look, guys, if you take your controller in the main menu, wait for it. Oh, we stopped the R. How about we flip the R upside down or something? I don't know. Look at that R right there. Sonic R. Or is it now? Now it's Sonic. What is it? I don't even know what this is. As a matter of fact, now it's just Sonic. We're just playing Sonic, guys. It's not Sonic R anymore. So the myth that you can control the R in Sonic R is actually confirmed. Here's the next myth. In Sonic Adventure 1, the speed boost makes Amy faster. If you've ever played a Sonic game, you know exactly what these things do. You touch a little speed boost power up and you start going faster. For example, I'm going fast in Sonic Adventure 1. I grab these and now I'm going faster. And you get a nice little cool song that plays. So does this work for Amy Rose? Well, let's put it to the test. All right, here we go. We're playing as Amy and let's see how fast it takes her. Let's start right here. This is going to be a good way to test this out. So we'll start right here and without any head start, we're going to go. We're going to keep track of how long it takes. 16 seconds. And let's say it's about 6 seconds. Give or take 5 or 6 seconds. Let's go ahead now and obtain the speed boost and see if it makes us go any faster. Well, right now I would say it's not, but we're gonna have to do an official test. Let's go. Dude, she's not going faster. She might be getting slower from this. What the? Yo, why doesn't the power up work for Amy? Even better, why is it even in the level if it doesn't make her go faster? That's why I actually don't really prefer to play as her in this game. I feel like her speed is very slow, but it looks like the myth that Amy Rose goes faster from the speed boost in this game is actually busted. Who would have thought? Here's the next myth. In Sonic Adventure 2, the spin dash has a different sound before and after you get the Lightspeed Dash power-up. We all know the Lightspeed Dash, the ability that makes Sonic dash into a trail of rings and does something that's really cool and satisfying. So when you're with a non-upgraded Sonic in Sonic Adventure 2, so this is like a fresh save file, this is the sound that the spin dash makes. You hear it? Sounds a little bit different, right? Sounds like the SA1 spin dash. So what happens after you upgrade? Well, this is what the spin dash sounds like. All right, ready? Listen up. See, that's a completely different sound. That's something I never noticed. I don't know how, but yeah, that's what triggers it. The myth is confirmed. Here's the next myth. You cannot use the super peel out in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So the super peel out was a move that was introduced in Sonic CD. And if you look right here, it's basically the opposite of a spin dash. He charges up like a fast little burst of speed. I can't really think of an instance where I would use a super peel out over a spin dash, but nonetheless, it's still just like cool. So can you actually do this in Sonic 3 and Knuckles? All right, so the first thing you have to do in the menu is press up, up, down, down, up, up, up. Then you go down to the new sound test menu that you just unlocked. Now that you're in the sound test, you're going to press 1, 9, 9, 3, 0, 9, 2, 3. And just like that, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you can actually use the super peel out. Now, do you need it? No, but like, dude, it just looks so cool. Ready? Charge it up. Boom. Look at that. So the myth that you cannot use the super peel out in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is actually busted. Interestingly enough, the secret code to use the super peel out is actually a reference to the Japanese release date of Sonic CD, which is the game that the move was actually introduced in. So very cool myth. Let's move on to the next one. Here's the next myth. You can replace the word Tails with Miles in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. All right, so if we got to beat this level with Tails, which should be extremely simple, and yeah, that was quick. Now let's see what happens when we beat the level. It says Tails got through Act 1. So I have a little remedy to this. All right, so in the main menu of Sonic 3, what you're going to want to do is press up, 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 down, 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 up. A ring sound plays. You're gonna go into one player. We're gonna play as Tails. We're gonna see if this actually works. First, we gotta beat the level, so give me a second. All right, we're back. We gotta fight this guy again. I feel like I was just here 2 seconds ago. That is the end of him. Now we're gonna see if his name changes, and it says Miles got through Act 1. What a nice little touch, because his name is Miles Tails Prower. Myth is confirmed.